Hi there, I'm Gavin Kilgore, and I'm the service manager over at Earthright Mid-Atlantic in Lynchburg, Virginia. I think what really separates Earthright from our competition would be the mindset that an install is just a starting point. In this industry, it seems like a lot of companies, they want to do an install, explain nothing, and then just disappear. At Earthright, we really prioritize education, and we want to foster a long-term relationship with our customers. Uh, this actually extends past our own clients, as we've recently taken it upon ourselves to assist customers who have maybe been abandoned by their original installers, whether it be the company went out of business or the company just isn't being as proactive as they should be addressing that customer's service-related issues. We really want to try to change the perspective that some people might have on the solar industry as a whole. I'd say, in my opinion, the most important part of an installation would be proactive planning. A detailed site survey and a strategic installation plan does wonders with keeping the job running smoothly and preventing some problems down the road. I'd also emphasize building and designing the system with future service in mind. I feel like a lot of technicians might overlook that. I utilize the SolarEdge Go app pretty much every day on my service field work. I do like how clean it is. It's really easy to navigate. And I really like how they've consolidated a bunch of their old apps all into one. It makes it really easy to get everything fully completed on site. I'm not going to have to stop back by the office to finish everything up. When I'm done with the job, the customer is able to see that everything is working as it should be. It's really nice, really nice. I also think the remote feature, still in beta testing, but I've utilized it a few times. That is going to be a game changer. Usually we have some small service calls, whether it be Wi-Fi disconnected or maybe an installer didn't program CTs correctly. That is a really simple fix that would typically require a site visit, but if we're able to access it remotely, that saves us time for scheduling. It saves the customer time because we can get everything fixed from the office without even leaving. Saves us on truck roll expenses. Really cool feature, and I can't wait to see what else comes from that one. Yeah, so as I was saying, the consolidation of all the apps into one, that is really beneficial as far as making sure that we can get everything done all on site. Like if we ever had to replace an optimizer, or we were having to replace an inverter, for instance, typically what we'd have to do is leave site, go back to the office to actually update everything in the customer's monitoring platform. And then, you got to contact the customer and make sure that they can see everything. And then, sometimes when you update things, it's going to look a little bit different. So the customer's going to have some questions. And it's a lot easier to explain everything in person rather than over a phone call. So I do enjoy the fact that I can get everything done on site and have the time to talk one-on-one with the customer about what they're going to see on their app now that these changes have been made. And it's also awesome that the customer is able to see it immediately after I'm done with the service call. And then again, with the remote feature, one problem that we've experienced is that a technician will, configure the CTs incorrectly as far as like inputting a number, right? Really simple thing, but let's say the customer is 2 hours away. That's truck roll. We have like truck roll expenses and paying a technician to go out there just to change some numbers in the settings. So 2 hours there, 2 hours back, just to change some numbers in the settings. Being able to do it from the office saves us a bunch of time, saves us a bunch of money, and it saves customer time because they don't have to, plan for a site visit. We can just do it from the office at any moment and get it fixed for them. It's really awesome. I would definitely recommend the SolarEdge Go app to other installers. Like I said, it's very clean, easy to navigate. The consolidation is awesome. I personally don't like to have a lot of apps on my phone. It's part of the job, but being able to consolidate a bunch of apps into one saves me a lot of space on my phone. It saves us time. It saves the company money. There's a lot of useful tools inside of it. And there's a lot of tools that they are expanding on that I can't wait to see how they expand on them. It's been really helpful in my day-to-day life at work, and I feel like it'd be helpful to a lot of installers who do installations of SolarEdge products.